Miss Martin Muses and another trailer reaction because apparently, when it comes to House of the Dragon, as well as the Rings of Power, they all have to do everything at the exact same time. So, yesterday we had the Rings of Power trailer, and then about an hour later, we had the House of the Dragon trailer. It took me a little bit longer to get to the House of the Dragon one, but now I am here. So let's go ahead and go through this from the beginning. I have stills. I'm still a little too scared to do what people do when they show portions of it. I don't know how it works, but the last thing I want to do is have my channel go straight to Hades and a handbasket just after I have gotten monetized. I will do my best to announce when there will be spoilers, but there might be. There might be a few. I'll try not to. If people in the chat do not want to know, I might refer to certain events, but not explicitly. So let's get this party moving. Let's get this party moving. Hello to everyone that is coming in and that will be watching on the replay. As always, thank you for being here and for supporting the channel. So here we go with the very first shot. Boom. Whoops, I pressed the wrong button. Here we are. Boom. Some people have said that this is a dream sequence brought about by Alice Rivers, who is a witch, I believe, at Harrenhal, or said to be a witch. Is she? Isn't she? Or maybe he's just having a dream. Who knows? Let me bring this to full screen. Hello, everyone coming in. So this is none other than the amazing Matt Smith as Daemon Targaryen, the only truly cool character in the entire show. Because he's bad and he knows it. Everyone is horrible in this, by the way. Just a little bit of a caveat and not a caveat, that's the wrong word. A little bit of a rant. None of George R. R. Martin's characters are role models, maybe one or two, but they are terrible people doing terrible things because that's kind of what you have to do when you're playing, if you will, the Game of Thrones. So sometimes people get their underwear in a twist, and it's like, listen, he has never said he is writing a hero story. So Daemon, yay. So when I say Daemon's the best character, it doesn't mean I think Daemon's okay, that's all right to be like Daemon. He's bad. I'm very afraid they're not going to end his arc the way they should. I have reasons to be afraid, but before it is confirmed, I don't want to lose my ever-loving mind. So Daemon is going toward the Iron Throne. The Targaryen who sits the Iron Throne. There it is. The Iron Throne is closer to the way it is in the book, in the show, though not completely. I understand why, though it's very impractical. But it's closer. What does the Targaryen who sits on the Iron Throne, he or she is not just a king or a queen. Well, actually, that's exactly what they are. Shout out to my boys up in the north. That's Cregan Stark and Jacaerys. They become very good friends. Cregan had just lost his wife to childbirth very young. He's 21. I think she was 19, if I'm correct, because everyone died in childbirth. And Jacaerys is visiting Cregan to kind of negotiate things. I don't think at this moment that he knew about what happened to his brother. Now, what's a little bit weird is they're on the wall. That was never mentioned in Fire and Blood, the book, but maybe they decided, hey, let's have a member berry. And it's not beyond the realm of possibility that Cregan would go, hey, man, while you're here, let's go check out the wall. Yeah, that'd be cool. Okay. Only 5 in here wish I had more follows to see a link. Okay. I honestly don't know. I don't know how that works. YouTube is a crazy thing. Okay. We still have this line. The person who sits on the Iron Throne is not just a king or a queen. We make fun of the Rings of Power dialogue, but this isn't exactly the greatest either. But it's a trailer, so here's Alicent, Queen Alicent, running in her pretty dress with her hair down. Maybe this is a dream too, or she's channeling her inner sound of music. We see the crown kind of falling and rolling. Maybe this is why people thought it might have been a dream that Damon was having, because very symbolic. We already had the dropping crown in the first season. All right, so the king or the queen is not just a king or a queen. They are a protector of the realm. Well, that is what a king and queen are. Oh dear, I'll try not to make fun of them. Hey, look, here it is. It's Rhaenyra looking mad and maybe a little sad. I think something that's going to be very positive in this season too is we're going to keep the same actors with the same characters. I understand why they did what they did in season 1, but it's nice that we're just not going to have to go through an adjustment like that again. Hens. I believe this refers to some food riots that will be occurring in King's Landing. I think they're going to have a blockade. So they're like, food, bread, and they go, let them eat cake. No, I don't know if that's going to happen, but requisite staring. A lot of staring in these trailers. So Rhaenyra is staring. She's in Dragonstone there, maybe thinking of her son or some other people that are going to die. Who knows? And now I find myself in an impossible position. Can we give a shout out to the actress looking very pretty? She looks gorgeous in the TV show. I wish she looked a little better in real life. I mean, she looks good in real life. She just chooses certain choices in her wardrobe. Now they're showing us Aegon. Hail King Aegon. Poor Aegon. He is not a very tall dude, the actor they had play him, but I don't think it really matters because he's always been standing on sand from the very beginning. Of course, he is the king if you are following the green team. The Greens? I am team green in the sense of, yeah, he should be the heir. That whole trying to circumvent male primogeniture by making everyone swear to Rhaenyra, it was a disaster, and it was a disaster for the very reason that we're seeing right now. He should have had it, Viserys. I'm going to make Rhaenyra my heir until a male is born. That's all they had to do. Then we wouldn't have had all this trouble. So they're all hailing King Aegon. By the way, it is appropriate to hail a king, a queen, or like Jesus or something. But man, I get a little bit annoyed when everyone else hails on other things. Or Hail Mary, it's a prayer. The enemy usurped my throne, says Rhaenyra, because she believes she is the rightful queen, which she is from a certain point of view, if everyone holds that the vows stayed vowy. I like how Otto told Alicent that Rhaenyra quit being the heir to the throne the moment Aegon was born, and he tells Alicent in the show. Everyone knows that except for Viserys and Rhaenyra. Hello, everyone coming in. Look, she's holding a sword. That's a nice shot. I like their tables and all the things that they have to keep everything good. Publicity has been using chess pieces. They probably sell them. I don't know. And I might buy them if I played chess. We're going to King's Landing, says you know who? My man Damon. This could be referring to a leak that I have heard, which isn't really in the book. Or it could be what eventually happens in the book. Like, we're going to King's Landing. We're going to take King's Landing. This is Damon talking to. Oh, whoops. We're not there yet. The HBO original series returns. It's Rhaenys, the Mad Princess. Character that they completely destroyed in episode 9 of House of the Dragon by making her a mass murderer of the peasants and then just hovering and leaving. That, of course, was not written by George R. R. Martin, and it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see that he wouldn't. It didn't make any sense. So she's a psycho now. I hate her. She's bad. She's a villain of the piece. She and Daenerys. Now look at her face. So smug. I don't even want to hear from you. And hopefully I won't be doing so for much longer. Well, what are we going to do about it? Says Aegon. They're having a small council meeting. He could be referring to two things. Actually, maybe about 500 things. Because later he talks about revenge. I think that's at a different scene. Oh, we get a bit closer. Well, what are we going to do about it? Otto the Hand says, we must play the board before us. Then the pop-up comes that says, please buy our chess piece. This is Alicent talking to Kristen Cole. Actually, I can't tell from this shot. Probably. Or maybe one of her sons. I don't know. For some reason, my picture thing messed up. We'll see. Proceed cautiously, says Alicent, who is also very annoying in the TV show. They make her too young, for example. She is supposed to be 10 years older than Rhaenyra. They're not supposed to be friends. They don't even really like each other. Never really have. And she's always crying, going, oh, what am I going to do? And that weirdless, what's his name, Larys, makes me take off my socks and do things. Not in the book. F dignity. Apparently, he doesn't want dignity. Now, I know to what he's referring, and you see it on his face. This is after something really bad happens. And he says, I want revenge. Yeah, and there really is only one thing to be done. He is referring to blood and cheese, and there things escalate really badly very soon. Aemon's liking it. Though it's all your fault, you dummy. Had to go chasing Luke and killing him. Troops are marching. We're going to have some battles in this season, so nice to see. The Lannisters, under the Lannister dude, is probably the Red Fork battle is what we're looking towards here. Battle of the Red Fork. News spreads through the realm. The great houses will come to our side. Dragon. Lots of random dragon. But we do love the dragons in House of the Dragons. We're also going to get to see them fight in battles. It's going to be cool. There they are still looking. Yeah, I think this is definitely a different scene from the one when he's like, I want revenge. There's Kristen Cole, the biggest baby on the planet. Rhaenyra didn't want to run off and marry me. I'm going to cry and be a loser and, get revenge and all that because my fifis were hurt. Same shot? Rather, same battle scene angle. Hello, everyone coming in. Great to see you. We're fighting. We've got sheep. I'm not very good about banners and stuff. But definitely the Lannisters were fighting Team Green, but that's not the green people. They have the high tower thing on it. Again, I should know better, but I don't. A lot of the military stuff I'm not very good at. Well, look who it is. Look who it is. It is none other than Bad Take Bojan. Good evening, friends. Well, good evening. Yeah, we've had fun talking about this. This is my little going through the trailer. I wasn't able to be there last night, but if you do want to learn more and see more discussion on Fireblood, everyone look at the stream that Sporking did last night. I was on that toward the end. At first, I thought she was moving like a placeholder thing, but maybe that's a cup. Not sure. I believe it's Rhaenyra. I am very appreciative of the fact that they keep her in black and the others in green. Alicent in green because it does keep things straight, doesn't it? I did not think they would be so eager to die. Here's the thing. They hinted at it the last season. It was in the book Fire and Blood. You're gonna die anyways. I really firmly hold to the position that whether Aegon ascended the throne or whether Rhaenyra ascended the throne, heirs were gonna die. It just wasn't gonna work out. Let me rephrase that. It would have worked with Aegon. It would not the other way around. Like if Rhaenyra had become the queen and no one had a problem, we had the big ceremony. All of the children of Alicent and grandchildren would have had an accident. There was some dialogue in the Game of Thrones where Catelyn tells Robb, if you don't win, we're all dead. Because that's the way you play the Game of Thrones. It's not a garden party. There we go. Love you, man. Love you, Daemon. You're awesome. I'm wondering if here he's referring to the revenge they're going to get. We have ships. I like these scenes. The ships look awesome. And they kind of have this gangplank. They're all walking. I want to see lots of ships. We do know that we're not going to get the big naval battle until season 3. But that's all right. We can deal with that. My ship sailed at your command, says the sea snake. Yay! I'm almost over the fact that he really doesn't look like the sea snake. But that's a whole other ball game. That ship, has sailed. Dragon! We love dragons here at Miss Martin Muses. The realm's only hope is in a leader strong enough to unite it. Well, thank you. I'm glad you're here to tell us this, Captain Obvious. This is where I've got to be fair to things like the Rings of Power, which had some pretty pedantic stuff. Hey, this is kind of pedantic as well. Dragon! I think that's Rhaenys. Am I saying her name right? I can't pronounce any of these people's names. They all sound the same. It's like reading the Silmarillion. Everyone's got the same kind of name. Rhaenyra, I guess she's feeling a little bit insecure. Do you expect me as your queen and ruler. I'm wondering if this is in respect to something that he is not agreeing with her on, and she's like, "Hey, man, do you accept me as your queen and ruler, or don't you?" Or there's some other issue. Maybe before they really commit to this, she has to know that he's completely on her side. Though, to be fair, I think that he has very much established that, but oh well. Look, vulnerable face. Dragon. There's Aegon flying around King's Landing. Let me see. If they do end up doing Rook's Rest, which I had thought was going to be the climax of the season, but someone who I trust said it wasn't. Except I'm seeing too many things hinting at this. Unless, oh my gosh, what if they like do the lead up to the battle and then save it for the next season? I don't think so. I think it's going to happen. He might be taking off for that. If it is Rook's Rest, I am going to be popping the metaphorical champagne. I will be partying because there's something that happens there to someone I really don't like that's going to make me a happy, happy woman. Oops, sorry. Okay, my cat is insisting on sitting in front of the keyboard, and I just accidentally bumped her nose. Sorry. Bad take, Bojan. What does she say? She says, I'm sure he wants blood more than her. That is true. I don't know, though, because I think she's on board with the revenge, if you know what I mean. Even in Fire and Blood, when he sends the raven saying, an eye for an eye, a son for a son, we never hear that she objected. See, this is where it might be, it's Rook's Rest. I might have to point a small finger of judgment at Dragon Demand, who thinks it's going to be the Battle of Red Fork at the end. I think this is Rook's Rest. This senseless war must end. Oh my gosh, Alicent, shut up. I really hope they're completely faithful to how she ends up. My gosh. Would you not have us prevail? Okay, why is Aemon the only one that makes any sense? Genie Mac. It's like, oh, the word in. What do you want us to die? It's like you gotta win. And by the way, since according to the TV show, you were the one that kind of started all this fun. I thought you were pretty committed, weren't you? Weren't you, woman? Not like this. What the hell do you think war is, lady? Dragon. Alicent holds love for our enemy. That makes her a fool. Completely agree with that. She is a fool. But Book Alicent does not hold love for the enemy. I understand why they tried to put something more personal involved between the two women, but I think it's stupid. You want to talk about a woman having agency? How about just having her have agency as the queen mother, well, the queen, and then the queen mother, queen regent, whatever. Wait, regent is when the guy's not old enough. Okay, queen mother, dowager queen. That's what it's called. That's agency. Come on, people. Things don't mean what you think it means. And then they're showing Rhaenyra. She didn't like her. Well, they kind of liked her when she was like 9. But then Rhaenyra got a little pissy and they kind of started having competition. I think it did happen when the boys started coming along. Look at Aegon, or Aemond rather. He's just like, idiot. There's the cuck again. Kristen Cole, big baby. The King of the North. Actually, I think this is in the north. Are they heading up to the wall? Is that what's happening? I'm just looking at the snow and stuff because I don't believe there is any battle up there. There's my man. There's my man, Cregan Stark, and hair. We got some fabulous hair going on here. Jacaerys grew up, kids, between seasons, and he has quite a head of hair. And they're probably freezing cold. He's looking out on top of the wall. Dragon. Kristen Cole going, ah, as he's charging or something. There we go. Rhaenyra, she looks like she's crying. What would be making her cry? This might be at the beginning of the season. Or if something happens between some twins, maybe. I don't know, though. From what I understand, I don't think they're planning on doing that till season 3. The enemy without may be fought with swords. All right, this is the Aegon that I'm expecting after a certain event. Look at him. Yeah, he's got issues. But he's earned his issues at this point. The enemy within is more insidious. No, it's not. Well, I think I know what they're talking about. They have to sound profound. Yeah, this is Daemon at Harrenhal. I'm almost sure. When I first saw this, I really thought this was Rhaenyra. It is actually Aegon, because if you look closely, you see that he has the scar on his eye. And people that know a lot more than I, or rather have a lot more spare time than I, have confirmed it is the brothel lady, because they compared the scars. But look at his face. He's looking like he's got issues. There's Adam Hall, the dragon seed. Coming a little bit earlier than he should, maybe? Or is it that Corlys acknowledges him after a certain event? But either way, yes, we have a dragon seed. It makes sense that he's black because of who his daddy is. Mr. Grant Gregory is in the house. Hello, good sir. First black character ever. Yes. He does look good. Yes, he does, precious. Hello, John 5. Yeah. Well, if what we are hearing reported about Nettles or not Nettles, that is a disgrace and puts a lie to everything they have said about representation. I'm also really mad if what we've heard about Nettles is true, because it completely ruins what we know becomes a Daemon. He has a black Irish English look. Not my Nettles. No. Oh. If they're going to try to make Daemon nice, for lack of a better word, I'm going to lose my crap. He was so amazing and so fantastic in the first season for a very good reason. He's not a nice person. Yes, not my Nettles. Oh, Nettles is also a cool character, for crying out loud. She is a canon black character, a dragon seed, a badass, and I was really wanting to see her interaction with Daemon and all that. I just don't know what they're going to do. I do not know what they're going to do. I'm hoping it's all just a really bad rumor and a nightmare, rather. Daemon is the cool, weird uncle Yeah, in more ways than one. He's a cool, weird uncle that also becomes your husband. Your husband and your uncle-in-law. Nettles is also old Nan. Oh, yes, I remember you all were talking about that, that was definitely a possibility. However, old Nan is not black, unless she's a shapeshifter. I don't think so. But yeah, I've got no problem with this character. I think he looks cool. He looks like he could be a badass dragon seed and who he is supposed to be, like father, like son. I believe this is the brothel scene. At first, I was like, "Wait, is that another Targaryen?" But no, I think it's just a brothel scene. They're just showing their wares. Oh, speaking of which, not my Nettles. In the show, neither is Nettles. Boom. That's true. That's the rumor. I can't even begin to tell you how pissed off you see, I was waiting for this to happen. I think I even said it on one of the Sporking streams, Mr. Grant Gregory. I believe I did. That the season 1 always kind of draws you in, and then they F up starting season 2. This not my Nettles thing, if it's true, it's gonna make the Mad Princess Rhaenys, however the hell you say her name, look like Shakespeare. Gonna make Kristen Cole look like a man. Yeah. Now, I understand that they have been planning to expand Bela. They were gonna do some things with her in the Vale because she is gonna be sent to the Vale. But if they're gonna make her Nettles, it's also racist, isn't it? Gosh, these people. Can't have too many black characters. We can't have a real black character, so we've gotta oh, gee, don't even get me started. I'm just disgusted. Can't have, like, a cool one that George Martin actually wrote and giving us a perspective of a commoner. There is more than one way to fight a war. I think we know what she's talking about. Oh, okay, Cat, you're gonna get bumped into if you won't move. Wait, Mr. Grant Gregory says, rather, wait until they F up the PACC. Remember gay coding. I'm not sure which one you're referring to. The only gay rumor I recall is the one that Cregan and Jace are gonna have a thing, but I think Sarah Snow has been confirmed. One of the writers said something to that effect. And we know there's more than one way to fight a war. Oops. Here we go. This is Blood and Cheese giving them the money. Oh, I was right. Jason Cregan. I think this is them going up through the Red Keep. Sex scene. Wow, have there been some speculation? Some people are like, "Oh, that's Emma and Viserys," because Viserys had a ring like that. However, so does Daemon, and Daemon wears the ring on his ring finger. Viserys was shown wearing the ring on his pointer finger. So is this a flashback where Daemon is with Emma? Which would really be wild. Or is it Ama? However you say your name. That maybe Rhaenyra is his niece and his daughter? Or is it Damon with a lot of different chicks? I don't think it's Rhaenyra. Some people have been wanting it to be Elena. Or it is a flashback with Viserys and Aemma, and they forgot that he was wearing the ring on the wrong finger. Damon has the same ring. They got it from their father. There we are. So it could be Damon. Or it could be Viserys. It does not look like anyone else. The chick there, rather. And it's definitely a Targaryen that's doing it. Food riot. Or maybe another riot. Because if I'm correct, don't they show Alicent? Yeah, there's Alicent going, oh my gosh, the peasants. Where's Rhaenys when I need her to kill them all? But she's also running with Helena, which makes me think this is the scene that we saw in one of the other previews where they're having a funeral procession. So people are losing their crap during the funeral procession? That's awfully early in the season. No food riots. Too soon for that. Let them eat cake. If they bring back Patty back, I won't hate it. No, we love Patty. Must be Nettles. What if they do have Nettles and they make her white? That would give a whole other meaning to messed up. It's Ancient One. We love Ancient One here at Miss Martin Muses. Yes, my Castle of Roses. Thank you very much. Is this the sacking? We see, that's what I'm not sure about. I think this is too soon because this is the funeral for you know who, which I believe is supposed to be season 3. Sorry, episode 3. Oh gosh, she's laughing. Oh my gosh. I'll tell you what, Nettles is about ready to become a meme because I think that's the only way I can deal with it. You've got to laugh. Battle! For once, it's a battle without a dragon. Yay, saying hello. Yeah, gotta be too soon. Dragon Demands is under the impression that there's going to be 2 different riots in it. But I don't think that they're going to have Rhaenyra taking King's Landing this season because the Battle of the Gullet's not till season 3, so who knows? It's probably something they're going to make up and it's going to be stupid. I have heard a leak from Dragon Demands and it's going to be stupid if it happens. Shout out to the Armor for the Horse. We got to protect those dear horsies. Yeah, they do a really good job with those kind of details. Riding the horse. Is that Kristen Cole again? Such a loser. Dragon! This is why I'm thinking it's really going to be Rook's Rust, and Dragon Demands was wrong! Amen! Though no judgment, because I think that a lot of people, including himself, are always willing to be corrected when they are wrong. And give caveats, etc. Never say things exactly as fact. Look! A dragon breathing fire! Woohoo! Mr. Grant Gregory says there is a peasant unrivaled, but that is when memory with is in charge, so it can't be that. Okay, yeah. I think it's something they're gonna add. Bad Take Bojan says we've seen Alicent running in a crowd in 2 different dresses. That is correct. I think there's gonna be lots of running in crowds. Magor. Hmm. I must laugh, though. After we've watched this entire trailer, they decide to be Captain Obvious and say, war is coming. Oh, really? What do you think we've been looking at? So I'm going to roast them a little bit. Their trailer wasn't perfect. Magor with teats, I mean. Oh, got you, got you. I got you. I understand. In George's world, says Bad Take Bojan, everyone dies in the birthing bed or in battle. Correct. Or, as we know, if you know how this ends, other ways. I keep thinking of the meme from the Game of Thrones where the dude's like, if you think this story has a happy ending, you haven't been paying attention. Which is why I will lose my crap if they try. Except Nettles. She becomes Anne. Yes, she has happy ending. My mic hasn't been working. I've been yapping. I hope I wasn't gone too long. Dad nabbit, I said something really profound and amazing, I think. I'm blaming it on my cat. My cat will not get away from, but she's allowed to do whatever she wants because she's in kitty cat hospice right now. Let me see. Trailer is good. Can't wait. Hello, Tim's Talk. Yes, it should be good. Everything except for Nettles. They suck. They suck. They suck. They suck. They suck. And they SUCK. Well, if you didn't hear what I said, I'll say it again. Oh, shit. Pardon my French. Neither of us may win. They're saying the quiet part out loud. They're telling you how this is all going to end up. No one wins in war, definitely in civil war. Which is why Rhaenyra should have shot the FU and agreed that Aegon should have been the heir. People would have accepted that. They would not accept her. Is that fair? No. But guess you know what else is not fair? Monarchies. Okay. I'm back. Yay, thank you. You see, I'm reaching over the cat. I could try to move her, but, she's so comfortable. Mr. Grant Gregory says, from what I have been told, episode 7 is the most expensive episode this season, so probably Rick's Rest. I hope so. You have no idea how much I hope so, because we have to have Rick's Rest. And you know what I'm looking forward to the most. You know what it is. I can't wait. I cannot wait. I will love it. I will dance through the streets with joy. Because there is one character that I hate more than everything. And it's that bitch. Major oof, Miss Martin muses. Yes, well, yeah, that's what's unfortunate. Sometimes when you're on your own, you don't always see. And I had another screen on, but blame it on the kitty. But she's allowed to do whatever she wants. Like I said, that's it. Oh, people are saying hello. Mr. Grant Gregory says, if Viserys just named Aegon as heir, all solved. Yeah. Well, and that's what it should have been. In the anarchy back in England, when Henry I made Queen Maud, the heir. What did they call her? Matilda. Matilda is also her name. That was the only child he had left. He did remarry, but did not have any children. So it'd be like if Viserys and Alicent did not have any children. And still, people did not accept it, and it all devolved into civil war on behalf of her cousin Stephen. It just doesn't work out. I hate Cole more. Oh, wow. How's everyone doing this day? Well, fine, except, we hate Cole. You mean Maud. Yeah. Maud, did I say Matilda? Well, yeah, I think she has different names. Hello, Keely Chow. What's going on? We're just got done going through the trailer of House of the Dragon, and the anarchy actually ends kind of the way it ends in House of the Dragon, or the Dance of Dragons, rather, with the exception of take out the dragons and one other incident, but I don't want to completely ruin it for people. Roll Tide, oh dear. Viserys, frankly, is the true villain of the entire piece. Such a wuss. The worst king ever. Well, also, for crying out loud, Rhaenyra having bastards. Well done. Because that was another thing that people could have maybe dealt with. Well, maybe, the other dude, maybe her son could be the way Leonor should have been the king through the line of Rhaenys. But she had to go have an affair. Now, they made it for certain in the TV show, kind of ambiguous in the book, but it was pretty clear. Most people thought that those were strong boys. I blame Jaehaerys. Yeah. It goes back further. He abdicated his responsibility by putting it to a vote. This is the other mistake. Monarchies aren't democracies. Get over it, kids. What would have made the most sense on so many different levels, Leonor would have been made the heir presumptive. And since he was only a baby, that it would have been Rhaenyra at Rhaenys, the psycho bitch in the TV show, as the regent. So she would have ruled for about 20 years, 15, 20 years. Though I think actually she had a daughter, then she had the son. But I digress. Either way, that was the correct decision. Everyone's saying hello. Oh, Jacob Ironside is here. Hello, Jacob Ironside. Hello. Everyone says take out 101 and changes everything. That is correct. Leonor should have been king. That is correct. Bad Take Bojan says, if Viserys never remarried and Daemon and Rhaenyra married, would there have been a succession problem? Okay, let me see something here. No. Perhaps. Does that help? Because the idea would have been people would have just accepted her issue as being the king next, because she popped out a whole bunch of boys. On the other hand, when it happened in real life and there wasn't another heir, the Civil War still broke out because they didn't want the woman and they went for the cousin. Roynies or Rainies. Thank you. Thank you. Rainies. You see these stupid names. I still like calling her psychotic biatch. Everyone saying hello. The high powered would have revolted. Yeah. And then, of course, Leonor had to be GAY. To be fair, though, in the book, he still did his duty to king and country. It wasn't because he liked dudes. That wasn't the reason why Rhaenyra never got pregnant. He was shooting blanks, apparently. Wait, they do kind of bring it up in the show that he says the few times we did, no babies came. So, my gosh. All right. So he would have become king, married Rhaenyra. That would have worked out really nicely, frankly. That would have solved any of those problems. And then he's shooting blanks, but he would have lived. Ah, maybe a what if from another day. I am on my phone. It keeps auto cucumber. Okay. FFS cucumber. Oh dear. Stupid correct. We hate autocorrect here at Miss Martin Muses. So, yeah, what a mess. The moral to the story is only have sons and make lots of them. Well, if Aegon was it Aegon or is it Aenys? I forget. Rhaenys' father, if he hadn't got himself killed in that battle thing, that would have solved some of it. Or if he died and the other dude, Balon, Baelor, forget which one, hadn't had a burst appendix, that would have also solved it. Aenys, yeah, dear. I need to get like a phonetic thing going for myself. Really, he just shouldn't have made everyone swear. So everything messed up in the first episode. Or maybe don't marry your cousin, because Aemma was his first cousin, and she, well, I guess to be fair, that didn't really have anything to do with her not having living children, as far as we know. Let me see. Yeah, Damon popped out some boys, but he also popped out some girls. What a mess. Well, that's it. That's the trailer and some talk of sperm count and heirs. Heirs and spares and extra heirs and spares. I still think though that this is going to be enjoyable. We know that it is well plotted. We know that the battle scenes are going to be amazing. And we've got Damon. Really worried though about the whole Nettles thing. Wouldn't that be awful if we were all worried about Nettles and it was just that one guy trolling us? I digress. All right. Well, it's time for me to go. It is now 7 o'clock. Thank you, everyone, for coming in and discussing this trailer with me. We had Mr. Grant Gregory, Brett Bad Take Bojan, Jacob Ironside, Keely Chow, Ancient One. Let me see. Did I get everyone? Tim's Talk. I think another Conroy 1776, John 5. John 5 showed up. Thank you very much for being here. I think that Jade Shadow is gone live. Let me look. Oh, she is not gone live. Often she will go live at this time, but it looks like she is not, because otherwise I was going to send everyone there. But I digress. Let's see. One more comment here from Ancient One. I should ask Miss Martin Muses, since you're going to end it, do you wish to raid someone? Not that you have to, if unwilling. Well, I was about to say we were going to raid Jade Shadow. Unless, did she go on Orange Hat? Do they have a stream together? Let's see. Orange Hat Reviews. Did he go live? No. Oh, wait. It's scheduled. That's not even today. Darn it. No one's here. Why do you all? Let's see. If nothing else, I do have a raid target in mind. Oh, okay. Go for it. Go for it. Please do. Yeah. Give me someone to raid. Because the other people aren't live right now like they usually are. Good show, says Salty Traveling Sea. Been eating ribs and couldn't type. Oh, no worries. I endorse ribs. Ribs are good for you. I will be really interested to what you think when the show airs. People need to prepare themselves. I don't like some of the things I've been hearing. Here we are. Yep, better get the raid going. Miss Martin Muses will be raiding. Here's the raid hashtag. Everyone, Martin Muses raid. Please post said raiding hashtag only once to respect the live streamer we are raiding. Thank you very much for hanging out with Miss Martin Muses. Lightning Farron. Okay, here we go. You heard it, and Ancient One gave us the details. Check out Prophet of the Dragons channel in 30 minutes. I will be talking Wheel of Time and Rop with that dude. Oh, okay, yes. Okay, so raid the other dude and then go over to Prophet of the Dragon in 30 minutes. Yes, they have some good material. My gosh, Wheel of Time, what a mess. Rings of Power. Jimmy Mac. Well, here's hoping we all get a lot of subs, a lot of money, and a lot of traction. I guess there's something good to be coming from it. And I think it does help, because I run across some normies in my real world who it turns out do watch some of these channels. They didn't know that I do what I do. And they've said, oh, yeah, there's, like, for example, Critical Drinker, a few others. And they're like, yeah, people are really making good points. And it's like, yes. So who knows? Thank you very much for putting that link in there as well. Please hit that like for Miss Martin. Yes, please do. And subscribe to Mr. Grant Gregory. Are you still here? If you're still here, he has a new channel, Westeros. I forget what it's called. Let's see. If you're still here, Mr. Grant. If not, I'll catch you later, because I'll make you a mod so you can just post it yourself. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day, everyone. Have a great day. And be certain. Well, let's do a raid. Let's help out a channel, as well as only watch good, high-quality fantasy. And if you must watch bad fantasy, laugh at it. Thank you, Whispers of Westeros. All right. Good night, everybody.